Hey friends, this is Josh Hayward and welcome to another edition of the Find Your Craft Show. Thank you so much for following along today. I've got a great Fathead's Brewery brew for you guys. Yeah, I think I said that. Fathead's Brewery, I said that right. Excellent. Fathead's Brewery brew for you guys today. This is the Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. Never had this beer. I had a friend send this one over to me. Thank you so much, Julie. I really appreciate it. I've had several Fatheads beers. Kind of goes back to the 31 Days of Pumpkin series. Had one of their pumpkin beers, and then I've also had a few more of their brews that Miss Julie has sent me. Doing great things there in Ohio. They're in Middleburg Heights, Ohio, actually. But everything I've had from them has been good. I will admit I'm not a huge fan of the fruity type beers. I feel like they're hard to do well and hard to kind of balance, and they're hard to do well. It's fruit is. I'm a home brewer too, and whenever you start adding fruit, it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can turn out really, really great, and sometimes it can turn out not so great. Same thing happens with the breweries. Sometimes the fruit type beers are very, very good. Sometimes they're not as good as they could be. It just happens. It's another element in the brewing process, and fruit can behave in different kinds of ways. But I trust Fatheads and I trust Miss Julie, so really looking forward to this one. I like the saying on here. It says, brewed with harvested spring honey stolen from some very angry bees. We have the whelps to prove it, and plump blueberries, creating a refreshing ale with a delicious blueberry aroma, crackery malt flavors, a hint of sweetness, and a clean blueberry finish. So looking forward to this one. 5.3% ABV, the Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. We'll see what we've got. All right, so it doesn't have a blue tint. I was wondering about that. But a nice, beautiful golden beer here. Very, very beautiful beer. Very crisp, very clean. It's like a slight haze in there, but a solid golden color. Nice white head, slightly off white head there. I'd say about a centimeter and a half. But yeah, looks as an ale should. Let's see what we've got on the nose. Wonderful, amazing aromas of blueberry here. Blueberry, I smell it and I think I'm just kind of transported back to when I was a kid, mom making blueberry muffins in the kitchen. That's what I think of. That's the image that comes to mind. Just fresh blueberries, or when you go to the grocery store and you get a pint of blueberries and you just eat the whole pint. I've done that before. That's what I think of. Nice fresh blueberries, just a nice fresh fruit aroma. Can't say I'm getting much honey on the nose. Blueberry kind of the dominant aroma there. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this one. Cheers. That's not bad. That's not a bad brew at all. I'm very surprised. I was very skeptical about this beer, seeing blueberries, seeing honey, two different types of additional type of ingredients to put in a brew, and this one's very well done. The first thing I get is that blueberry taste on the palate. That's what immediately hits me as soon as I take a sip. And then mid-taste and post-taste, and as I swallow it, that blueberry prominence kind of settles out. It goes away, so it's not overly dominated by the blueberry. The blueberry is there just enough to add a nice freshness and a nice fruitiness at the beginning of the taste. It's just great. Lightly malted. I will affirm the bottle there. It is kind of crackery. Think like saltine cracker without the salt, or if you've ever bought crackers that don't have salt on them, kind of a white bready crackery type maltiness. That's a great platform for that blueberry. There other sweetness, other flavors are not overshadowing that blueberry. It's kind of allowing that blueberry to shine. I'm getting faint hints of the honey mid-taste, faint hints, maybe a little bit post-taste, and as I continue to talk, I'm getting a little bit more of that blueberry in there. I'm very, very pleased with this one, very impressed. Fatheads, again, it's a testament of the great things they're doing there in Ohio, just doing some great beers. This one's very well done. I can't say that I could drink a whole pint of it, just because it's a little, I'm not a huge, like I said, I'm not a huge fruit beer type fan, but I could definitely enjoy this one in a flight. Definitely sip on this one for sure, but it's very, very well done. I can definitely appreciate the style, definitely appreciate the use of the honey, the use of the blueberries. Nothing is overshadowed in this beer, and that's something to be said with a fruit beer or with a beer with honey in it. Nothing is too over the top, nothing is too dominant. It's very, very well balanced, and I can definitely appreciate that. So cheers to Fatheads on an amazing brew. The Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. Say that 5 times fast or 3 times fast. Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. Bumbleberry Honey Blueberry Ale. I can't do it. Anyway, if you love great craft beer, if you love what you saw, please press that little subscribe button down at the bottom. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for following along. This is so great to try different beers and interact with you guys. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for being a part of this. You guys have an amazing day, and cheers.